Welcome into At the Buzzer, the ATB show. ATBshow.com is the link with all the stuff for all the socials. We'd love for you to hang out with us more often and share and like and subscribe and check out Rubber Shoes every morning on every. Are we on Grinder yet? Did you clear that with the household? Yeah, he's on. We're on Grinder. Yeah. Yeah. So the Rubber Shoes wrap up is different on Grinder. Sans Ponce. Yeah. There's two microphones on that set.
Check for his OnlyFans account coming soon.
Yes. Oh, yeah. OnlyFans. Just one guy. It's one guy. It's one guy on the corner selling pencils. Adam is here from beautiful downtown Connecticut. Rubber Shoes is in the L.A. studios. I'm in New Hampshire. We're waiting for Uncle Duke's. He is indisposed right now. Apparently still in hair and makeup, or he's selecting his scotch of choice. We don't know. We were told he had a major meeting with Guam, but then he was going to be available at 5 Eastern, and here we are at 5. We're like an NBA game. We're starting not on time. Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to wait till everybody's gone to bed.
Let's go back to the ESPN studios for an hour. No, just start the stupid game.
Yeah. Please, Doris, expound upon that thought. Holy crap. Holy crap. Anyway, we're brought to you by our dear friends at AAA Work Trucks. Breaking news, Joe and Leslie have reached into the coffers, and they're about to offend everybody in the Granite State of New Hampshire. The Rubber Shoes remix of him disappointing Mother Shoes in the driveway, that commercial, if you haven't seen it, Godspeed. It's coming to a television near you. That's going to be apparently, I don't know if do we have a strategic playlist? Do we know when it's going to happen? You said Chronicle, which excites me as an elder.
I know are the Celtics on WMUR?
No, so here's the thing.
They should be, right?
Yeah, if Bobby Dugan was here, he would remember the night that we were at, what was that? What's that horrible place near... Like, it's across the street from my office now. It's a bar. Is it the bar connected to the bowling alley? Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. I never went to a bar up there.
We were in there, and Dugan. Obviously, Dugan got to ERZ before I am. I'll tip my hat. Dugan pulled me into ERZ. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe I'll punch him the next time I see him. It was a good thing. And we're there. And this is when I was still so rooted. I was such a masshole. And it's a Monday night. Apparently, everybody was done with their shows. And we're in there on a Monday night. And we're asking them to put the game on. And they put the game on. And, of course, it was on ABC at the time or whatever. Not ESPN ABC, but it's just ABC. And they put it on MUR. And I had a conniption. I'm like, put it on goddamn CV. I was losing my mind. Now, I've created an affinity for it because obviously when we were on the air together, Adam and Scotty would remember this. We had one of my favorite actualities that I would drop into my show all the time was Fitz Weatherby. And it was just him saying, a man dies horsing around. I'll tell you the story. And I'd play that like a little Tim Rose, whatever. And he is still going.
Is he really?
He's still on the Chronicles. So it's going to be we're going to go to a break and come back for 8 minutes of Fitz Weatherby, and somewhere in there they're going to shoehorn in Rubber Shoes and Mother Shoes.
Oh my God!
In the driveway as he disappoints her as a customer.
I know on NBC Sports Boston we're on the pregame and postgame because I was watching it.
Love it.
The other day and. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, AAA Work Tracks. I know that place.
That's amazing.
And so I think if ABC is covering it also. I know ESPN is, and I think the local stations get them if you're the local team. So I think ABC gets the game.
The finals are on ABC. On every
yes.
I believe we're supposed to be pre and post on that also.
Yeah. So to your point, yes.
And at least that plus, other random times, but pre and post game, it's supposed to be run.
Yes. For the broadcasting dorks, formerly Hearst Argyle, now Hearst. So that's CVB in Boston, MUR in New Hampshire. So the reason I'm making fun is because they lose their minds when they have a Bruins game on a Saturday or the Celtics game when it's coming out. They'll be like, right here on MUR. No, you're cutting and pasting MUR. It's on ABC. right? Like you know, and it's so funny. One of my dear friends here at the office used to work in television at MUR. And anytime we're like in a room full of our agents, I'll make fun of MUR, and she's like, "Hey, I worked at ERZ. They're both shitholes." Like I would lose my mind. Like,
yeah, but ERZ doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Still going.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, building's closed. I don't know where they're broadcasting from.
Bobby Dugan's rubbed two sticks together to play a freaking Mandy Moore cut.
They're potted up in somebody's basement. I don't know what's happening, but I mean, I know the building over here is closed. Building over here is closed, and everyone is doing everything logistically is happening out of the Rock 101 studios now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Z107 now, it's what it's called?
It's back to Z107.
Z107.
And for people that remember, it was 107.1 WERZ, which stood for We Are Z107.
Oh,
WERZ.
I did not even know that.
We Are Z107. And then they switched it back. And then, of course, Rubber Shoes, as you remember, because you probably heard me lament a million times while I was there. Scotty and Adam and I were there when we decided we weren't going to play the hits. we went out of our way to avoid the hits, right?
Yeah. What's that, a hit? Get away from me.
Yep. And I used to joke about it because Dugan would go in and massage the logs, which sounds personal. But when he was the music director, and I'm like, our cadence at that station, and this used to be my terminology, was handgun guitar.
Yes.
It was the most delicate hip hop song ever. Like, ooh, Nelly, clutch the pearls. Yeah. And then it would be Sarah McLachlan. Yeah.
Right.
It was. We were basically the Lilith Fair because our claim to fame was we were at every hospital. So it was yeah. And while we're here, we were used cars in hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were bleeding out or needed a car, we were your people.
ERZ
yes.
was where I got my start and where you and I met.
1,000%.
My favorite part of it is my favorite memory of it is when you were on nights. And it was just like 6 jamokes just sitting around bullshitting for like 3 hours in a room with Timmy. And he was the only one on the air. The other 5 of us were just like, oh, yeah, we'll just,
nobody left because Dugan was done with his shift. Brian was done with his shift. You were coming on at 10 o'clock, right?
That's right.
Scotty was in there maybe doing overnight. Like, it was a fiasco.
And I remember Jimmy Kimmel had just launched. Remember when Jimmy Kimmel, we used to sit around and watch Jimmy Kimmel live at the time? Yep. They actually made it live.
And the back door was ajar for the entirety of our career there.
So at one point...
Because Ping was coming over on his Schwinn to drop off my 18, hold the broccoli, add crab rangoon.
Ping!
So Tim, was at one point were you live, like your show live?
Oh,
I remember
before it fell to pieces, yes.
When I drove up there when we did Wicked Pissa Dude, I used to drive up there and you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just finishing up my overnight show. And you're like, just doing your voiceovers. Like you were done in like 20 minutes, your 4-hour show. I'm like,
well,
what?
So
that's it?
That would have been, I can't remember. Was that when I was wrapping up radio altogether? I was at HEB at that point. And
I was at the tail end, I think.
Yeah, I was voice tracking overnights at HEB at that point. So yeah, I literally would, Janina would get home from work. And the boys were young, obviously, feed everybody, get everybody to bed. I would go to Planet Fatness over here. And then as long as I was in the building by 11:50, you had to have about an 11-minute lead on your show. And you could just start speaking.
Crazy.
Speaking of WERZ alumni, here she is, Miss America.
We're talking about radio, buddy.
Hey! Welcome to the show.
Where does the shirt stop and the arms begin? What is happening?
You have a pool, but obviously you haven't been sitting by it.
Oh,
I'm actually quite tan.
Shot fired.
I'm quite tan.
Tan for you?
Oh, man.
You know how friggin' bright it is in this house?
Oh.
Well, I mean, you're so smart, Scotty. Of course. What are you drinking? What's happening in America?
It's from
what is that?
Long Island. It's called I don't know.
Oh.
North Fork.
He's 5 deep.
Been a day. It has been a day.
Well, everybody was wondering. I'm like, we finally hit play. I said, Uncle Duke said he was coming, but he's apparently still wrestling with Guam. Is everything all right? What are we doing?
Good to go.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I have raspberry seltzer.
Oh,
Fresca, topped off with a little Grey Goose.
Oh, good for
Wow.
you. Scotty,
Look at
is that a seltzer or a straight up beer?
No, it's a beer. So Amy's friend her best friend came up from Brooklyn, and she brought some local beers.
Love
Nice.
that. Love that.
Nice.
From
Excellent.
the brewing,
Excellent.
so the different breweries she hits. This one's actually not from Brooklyn; it's Long Island. But I drank the
I'm
other.
ripped. I finished a whole Evian before we started, so that's
Ooh,
where I'm at.
you might have to
Drive
piss
safe.
early later.
Drive
Crazy.
safe.
Drive safely. I was just saying, do you remember? And then we'll get to the sports. We were sort of vamping
Maybe.
for you, so we could talk about Celtics. Do you remember Chris McDonough from ERZ?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going up to meet him to grab some equipment for a gig this weekend, which we're not going to get into that conversation. You missed the green room. Rubber Shoes and I were talking about, well, I don't do weddings. I'm like, either do I, but I'm doing one this weekend.
And apparently, I'm doing one next year. A year and
Oh,
next June.
wow.
Yeah.
We all get roped into it.
Are you
Yep.
emceeing or you scritchety scratching? What's happening?
It's going to be both. So I think
Club,
that's
ERZ.
Ricky's going to get pulled in for some of the scritchety scratchety, but no,
I
Nate Dodge's sister is going to be getting married. So
I love
she would ask if I would, DJ and host and everything. So
I forgot Slick Rick is a DJ. I
Oh, yeah.
love
Yeah.
all of this.
I'm still doing it.
I love all of this. Is it like, what is it called? Hobbit Productions? Like, how do we find Dad? How do we book Dad?
I wish.
Hobbit Production. That's not it, is it?
Oh,
I
no,
wish.
I wish.
Let's
I
buy
wish.
it right now.
We should.
HobbitProductions.com. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, the sound of the Shire. Which honestly, I'm not even joking. Everything comes full circle. Welcome back. When my father-in-law was on the air at 2SSR, hopefully Janine is checking this out because she'll tell me I'm wrong later. At 2SSR in Sydney, it was 2SSR, the sound of the Shire.
No, that's awesome.
1,000%. Yep.
Oh my God.
Which is insane. Yes, everyone in my life was on radio at some point.
love it.
But yeah, so I'm going to go see McDonough and pick up some equipment, which was the connection made because he works very closely with beautiful downtown Corey with Deep DJ. So he's still running the show up here for Corey while Corey's down in South Kakalaka, which he's started that whole thing down there too. So
Isn't he
Just so
also
you know,
the-
Hobbit Productions is available.
McDonald's also the public address announcer for the Maine Mariners, isn't he?
McDonough, is he?
I
know
thought
he's.
that's what,
I know he's.
thought
I know
that's what,
he's doing
Corey said.
radio and he's doing deep DJ stuff. I don't know. I'll find out tonight.
Maybe it's the Sea Dogs. I don't know. It might
I'm
be
going to see him
one
in
of-
Old Orchard. Get a lighting system, maybe some meth. Who knows? I don't know if we'll have time. It's
Maybe
gonna
we
be
could
great.
get another
drive
voice
to
of the
Old Orchard
stadium
tonight?
on our show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's 45 minutes from here. I'll be all right.
No, it's not bad.
Old Orchard Beach, kid.
Old Orchard kid. Old Orchard. All right. So Dukes is here now. Thank goodness. You guys can. I will listen to you. I'm going to throw some chum into the water and let the sharks fight. First of all, JT is showing up, which is nice. Also thrilled that Jalen got the award because
Loved
he played out of his mind. That one play, and if you weren't watching, you won't know what I was talking about, but you three definitely will. That one play where he made the move and he did the two-step outside and around the guy with the layup was just I think he stopped and I forget what he did. It was amazing. That to me was the highlight of that game, of game 4. Do you know what I'm talking about? Am I making any sense?
Yeah, no, he stepped to the side and had a little the
Yeah.
floater
Yeah.
late in the game to tie it.
Yeah, that was just sweet. So
And the stupid ESPN commentators said it was a travel. It was not a travel. He kept his pivot foot. He's allowed his tap.
Well, actually,
Whatever.
JJ Redick said that it was not a travel. He's like that.
Oh,
is-
he did?
he's
Okay,
like,
I heard
that is
somebody say
illegal.
that it was a travel.
No, you're not wrong, Adam, because Doris Burke and I think Breen said something about it, and then I think Burke might have backed him. But then when they were cutting to commercial, JJ was like, "And that's a legal step through now." Like he was talking about like the way it happened.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that. that.
So
That was a good play, though. That was a good play.
What's the word? Who's heard anything? When is the unicorn back? I mean, it has to be back for game 1 or no?
I don't know yet. I mean, in theory, people are saying that it's a strong possibility. I mean, game 1 doesn't start until
July
2026.
15th.
Next Thursday.
You know what I mean? Yeah. June 6th. But yeah, a lot of people are saying that he should be available. If he was going to be available or potentially available for a game 4, Why
Right.
wouldn't he be available for game
Yeah.
1?
Yeah.
The next, so Missoula saying that they were going to take yesterday and today and just kind of chill, right? They're not going to do much, enjoy the win. It's the fact they're going to the finals, and then it's going to get back to work basically starting tomorrow or the weekend. They're going to start getting ramped up and stuff. So I think you'll start to see whether or not Porzingis is healthy more and more as, Monday and Tuesday hit. You'll have a better feel. So basically the show next week we'll probably
Tuesday.
we'll have a go no go by then.
Okay. So
I'd be
we're
shocked if he doesn't play.
I think
Absolutely
Corey will
shocked.
be here for that. So we will probably hold our predictions for the series until then, because we
also
also
don't know who
don't
they're
know. We don't know where we are yet. I mean, I think.
Right.
I think.
I don't know who we're playing.
Yeah. Corey is
Probably
dead
showed up.
set. I talked to him today because he's gone to get his slippers. He's dead set on the fact that Minnesota's bringing their ass all the way back and winning the series.
Wow.
He wanted to make sure I threw that into the soup tonight, and I'm like, that's not happening because you know where I stand. Kyrie's going to beat us in the finals.
Oh,
Yeah,
Still hurts me inside.
somebody
That's
has to say
punched.
it. Somebody has to say it.
I mean,
got punched.
it's funny because I said that they would at least go 7, and when it was 2-0, I said that Minnesota was still going to come back and win the series, but nobody's come back from 3-0, right? It's 155-0 now, or 154-0, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So no one's done it. I guess somebody has to do it at some point. But I don't
Well,
know.
the Celtics were the closest ever. Well, not ever, right? They were like 3 or 4 teams that had made it back to Game 7, and they couldn't get it done last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we had the injury to Tatum and everything.
Mhm.
I mean, it's all on the back of Ant and Cat. I mean, if those two guys show up, then they've got a chance to come all the way back. If those two guys don't show up, it's a wrap. I mean, there's no. I mean, Cat, even though last night he made some threes down the stretch, I don't know. I've never liked him. I don't think he's everything everybody talks about. I'm pissing Scotty off or something.
No, you're not. Sorry, Timmy, that didn't look like a vino or whatever water you were drinking before. What was that? That you just looked like a little whiskey or a little
No,
scotch?
ginger ale. I assure you, ginger ale.
Oh,
That's yeah. Oh yeah, the streak's still going.
Okay,
Streak's
hey,
still
I'm
going.
just saying it. Just
how many
you
months now?
shot it like a
Let
champ.
me.
is all I'm saying.
Let me.
You shot more of that than Belichick did at the roast. Is all I'm saying.
No, honestly, no. But you'll know where it's from. So, I still had a handle of Tito's, a
Yep.
bottle of cran grape, and a bottle of ginger ale. So
Thanksgiving?
I gave still in my office, and one of the girls on the team, we were talking about something, and I'm like, I owe you something. I'm like, what are you drinking? And she goes, right now, and I'm like, no, tonight when you get home. She goes, I'm like, what's your poison? And she's like, oh, Tito's. And I'm like, oh. Marched down, brought the handle to her. Killed the cranberry last week. My prostate's wonderful, by the way. Thanks for asking. And then the ginger ale was just sitting there, and I had bought an ice maker for the kitchen.
Of course,
because
you did. Of course.
Yeah.
you did.
Well, listen, heathens. So I was just having ginger ale. I can let me check though. Well, let's check the number. Alexa, how many days since December 28th?
Thursday, December 28, 2023 was 152 days ago.
152 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good work.
I was talking to Adam about this. You would think eliminating the empty calories of alcoholic cocktainies would somehow shave off some of the buoyancy, but it hasn't. It hasn't. She's alive and well.
What are
Sorry
you
to
doing
interrupt
for
you,
your?
Adam,
What
by
is
the
your
way.
poison these days? That's not alcohol. What's your poison these days? Nothing.
But
Chelmsford ginger ale.
Chelsea ginger ale. No, it was Canadian dry. Yeah,
Isn't
it
that
was
just the water?
Canadian
That's
dry.
blasphemy. Blasphemy
water.
that you're drinking Canadian Dry.
It is. Sorry, Cheryl's not shipping up, bottles to me. Oh my!
Come on,
Lord.
Cheryl, get on it. Get on it, Cheryl. Let's
you
go.
should be able to find it in your local market basket up there.
So
That's Rubber Shoe's third job. Is he
I
does
lo- yeah.
distribution for ginger ale.
yeah. Nothing against the bucket. We don't shop at the bucket, so I'm not going to track it down.
Oh,
It's also not in my youth. You have that in the house when you're making cocktails, which I'm not doing anymore. So we're not like grabbing ginger ale to have handy, I remember growing up, my
Has
grandparents'
Aiden or
house had the
Cameron
little-
ever had Chelmsford ginger ale?
probably at my parents' house over the years. Sure.
Wait, this is an actual thing. You're not just saying Chelmsford, like you're not.
4,000%.
No, it's a real.
But
It's a real ginger ale.
Used to be. It's now Bertucci's, the ginger ale.
Is that
factory.
Bertucci still around?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, that's where it was. Yeah, 4,000%.
Yep.
Let me get you a picture, Scotty.
Is that
Chelmsford
the
ginger ale.
plaza is actually called like Ginger Ale Plaza or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay.
It is actually the first thing that comes up. Apparently, and last year, someone goes, "What does Market Basket's Chelmsford soda taste like?" And then it's called Golden, refers to a style of ginger ale.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Jimmy, you don't shop at Market
It's a
Basket. Where do
real
you shop at?
thing.
Hannaford?
We do the Hannah
God,
Foods.
you
Yeah.
can buy it on
Yep.
eBay. You
Of
can
course
buy
you
it on
can.
eBay. Why not? You can buy
You,
anything on eBay.
you should be able to get it on Etsy because it's artisanal. It's handcrafted.
This is amazing.
This is amazing. It's really not. But I mean, it's not like, yeah, do we all have an affinity for it because we're massholes that grew up
Sure.
in Chelmsford? Sure. But I'm not making a special trip to the bucket. Like, yeah, watch out, Mabel. Watch the sawdust. Like, yeah, I'm not.
It's
no.
down the street from where you work. It's on the way home.
There's a bucket up the road this way.
But he doesn't
Yes.
drink it, rubber shoes.
There's one
He doesn't
right
drink
by
it.
Piece.
He's fighting for it right now. I'll pick some up when I go. I bet you there's a bucket in the orchard. I'll pick some up when I head north.
Do it.
I did.
Stop
Did
by
you
and
hear
drop
about
some
don't
Lindsay?
drink
off.
it
How did he
because it's
die?
not-
He was stabbed in aisle 7 at the market bucket in Old Orchard.
I don't
Trying to
drink.
buy
I don't
ginger
drink it because
ale.
it's not sugar free.
Oh boy.
Oh.
There it is. There it is.
Wait,
And
so
that's
you
why
don't drink it, but you're bullying him into drinking it? What is
that's
going
why you're
on?
that's why you're slim and sexy. Scotty, did you hear
Well,
he's
if
going to
you're-
be on
if you're
MUR
gonna-
now?
I did see that.
It's
That's
coming
amazing.
to a television near you. God help us
Oh,
all.
I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yep.
It's going to be amazing.
AAA work trucks on Granite State television. That is going to be a Granite State challenge that nobody wants to be part of. I'll tell you that much. So we're back to basketball because, like, honest conversation. There's nothing to talk about insofar as hockey. We don't have anything to talk about. Red Sox. Do we want a Red Sox update
not
while we're doing a
locally.
little? Yeah.
Red Sox did avoid the sweep yesterday by beating the Orioles, so they cannot be
news.
swept in this 3-game series, which I did predict to my wife that they were going to be swept by the Orioles.
You
so
might be
I'm
the
kind
only
of
two people in New
disappointed.
England talking about the Red Sox.
No, I'm the one. She just listens to me. She
God
doesn't
bless
talk
her.
back about it.
God bless her.
God.
It's a one-way
She's
conversation.
earned her right spot in heaven, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
like
God.
if you and the wife, and I know you both march around the same office during the day, you and the wife are at AAA, and Joe and Leslie, one of them marches down and says, "Hey, Sox tickets tonight." What's the barrier for you for entry? Like, are you like, okay, if it's in the suite and I can steal steak tips and chicken flickins, I'm going.
No,
It'd have to be
no.
a good team, or you're not going at all right now.
No, we would. We've already gone. So they have seats
We're
behind
aware.
the dugout. Yeah. So
Yeah, you skipped the show
no.
for it, didn't you? Psh,
I will not
He was on
pay
assignment.
for tickets
some host.
this year, or depending what they do, I will not pay for tickets in the near future. But I will gladly accept free tickets. I love going to Fenway Park. My wife also loves going to Fenway Park. We're just so disappointed in the ownership and the team itself that we are not willing to pay to go.
Okay. All right. So,
But anyone wants to give me tickets, I'll go.
oh my God, we're doing an open call now? Like, what's happening?
Please make sure it's on a Wednesday night so he doesn't have to come do the show. I mean, he's really hoping to
yeah.
get
If
out
you
of
can
the
pull
show.
him off the show, that would be great. That would be great.
I keep waiting to. So I'm like, with the playoff tickets, I'm probably like 10th on the list for the Celtics. So I'm thinking about knocking some people off so I can go to one of the games.
Oh my
What
God.
is happening?
It escalated.
That did.
Although,
But my bumper is finally going to work if it goes in, on, or under a
Yeah.
truck. It might be rubber shoes trying to get tickets.
6 years ago, right after my father
good.
passed away, which today is his birthday. God bless Dad.
There it is.
So we went to a Celtics playoff game with my brother and his girlfriend, and I tell you, love hate it. It's so intense, and it's so disappointing when they lose.
Sure.
When you're at a playoff game, so it's like I'm all set with going to playoff games. It would be great to be there when they win, but it's like so disappointing when they lose, and it's like you're edge of your seat the whole freaking night. It's so intense.
I've never been to a playoff. Well, that's not true. I was first round in 08. I went to the Bull. They played the Bulls. I went to I think it was the first round, 08. So you're right.
When
It's
I went,
intense.
it was a first round game when we went, and we legit were the last row of the balcony. Our backs were against the wall, but it was a great time. But they lost, so it that part sucked. But it was until that it was. I'm getting from the kitchen. Yes, it did suck.
Oh my God.
And then we went to the Bruins game this year, the first round, second game. They lost. It was great until they lost.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we really don't want you going anywhere near the Garden while they play the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
you're the albatross.
Even a mile away
You're
from
the
the Garden.
problem. Yeah.
Playoff wise, yep, I have not. Those are probably the only 2 playoff games I've ever been to in my life.
And they lost both.
So,
whoosh.
yeah.
Definitely stay away, dude. Definitely stay away.
The only game I remember, and I think it was us clinching. This is 1,000 years ago, interning at WXKS FM Medford, Boston. The Brunansky catch. Remember the Brunansky catch in the corner?
Yep.
When he made that great catch. Was that to clinch something, or was that a playoff game?
That was a playoff game.
It was a playoff game. I think, off the top of my head, from a Red Sox standpoint, that's all I got. Never been to a Bruins playoff. Never been to a Celtics playoff.
Speaking of playoffs, Timmy, how did the BC girls lacrosse team do?
Wonderfully.
This weekend.
Wonderfully.
Did they
National
win?
champions, baby.
Yep.
I didn't see anything. Oh, congratulations.
He was busy watching Notre Dame men's lacrosse. When does your
back,
shirt,
baby.
when does
Not
your-
watching
when
it,
does-
just
when-
sending it to needle you.
When does your shirt arrive from Modell's? When is that coming in? Yeah.
No.
He's
I
like,
tell
how do
ya,
you spell
so
lacrosse?
I
I love croissant. Like,
one of my
suddenly a fan.
pet peeves, I guess you would say.
Oh.
I never buy a hat or shirt
With a championship on it.
until they win it all.
That's a terrible idea.
The finals shirts and hats, they're freaking awesome. I want one so bad, but I will not purchase one. I do not purchase anything until it's over. No shirts or hats.
We're back to the Celtics. I was still on lacrosse.
Yeah.
Here's
No.
There's
Here's
no
my
script.
argument.
We're working without a script on this show.
I love this. Yes. ATB, all the
Were
black.
we working with one at one point?
Yeah.
Scotty's
Scotty's like, I thought I was the drunkest. What had happened was, so here's my argument against, and I thought you were going there, Rubber Shoes, but I appreciate what you're saying. Yes, you don't buy it until it's a done deal. Sure. I think all of our teams are so amazing. I'm excluding from Chestnut Hill University. It's not in this conversation, obviously.
Hey, they just won the championship.
No, I appreciate. Oh, ladies lacrosse. We were like the Buffalo Bills. We've been to 7 finals and we've won 2 of them in the past handful of years. Men's hockey lost to Denver or Michigan. I apologize. Michigan and Denver.
You're definitely not like the Bills, by the way, because they never won. But continue.
It wasn't Michigan.
It was Denver. Sorry, it was Denver. We lost.
yeah.
We lost to Denver in men's hockey this past year. All that kind of stuff. The reason I don't think there's any need to go get a finals hat or a world championship hat in the next. When does it wrap up? August. When you're at the parade and the duck boat and Mike Gorman's going by with his brand new ring, just wear your Celtics hat. It speaks for itself. I don't think there's any need for, and I'm going to say this, and my father's going to spin in his proverbial grave. There's no need, Rubber Shoes, for you to wear an Notre Dame, men's lacrosse back-to-back, like just everyone knows, or sports fans know. But that logo, like the Yankees hat, which is also like a fashion icon as well, just people know that is greatness. There's no need to wear Yankees won the shit. Like, shut up, Joe Buck. Nobody cares. Like, he's going to get a national. Oh my God! Is he a Yankees fan now?
What is happening?
Oh my God! If he's a Yankees fan, I quit. I will.
Oh yeah, show's over.
If he has a Yankees hat, I'm shutting the show off.
Yeah,
I'm
Joe is
shutting the
over it.
show
He's
off.
a Yankees fan. No, go away.
We're gonna go to the indigenous
This is my
person logo,
2000
right? Remember when TV would end for the night?
Yeah.
We're going
the
to color
national
bars.
anthem.
If that comes back with a Yankees hat, we're going to color bars.
There's no way. There's no.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, there's
What
so many coming.
is
Oh, there's so
happening?
many coming.
What
Dude, I
is
think I'm in the
happening?
building by myself. Can I please call for help
I'm
first?
fine with that. That hat's
Patriots?
It's
Okay,
a terrible
fine.
hat. Terrible. I hate.
38.
Red
Okay,
Sox.
that's the Red
okay.
Sox 2013. It looks like maybe is that 13 or
2004.
4?
Oh,
Okay.
14. 4, okay.
Patriots Super Bowl.
I love that it's monochrome. I love that it's flat. I
53.
love that it's flat brim. I like that one. Still wouldn't buy it.
What's crazy is that he had this like
Red Sox
handy.
2007.
Oh, they're categorized. He went into the
Celtics.
catacombs of horrible
2008.
hats.
No, I
Okay?
just have when I did all that.
They just back from the dry
hat
cleaner.
of the day. I just never got put them back.
Oh boy.
My God. Jeez. Oh, I don't like that one.
The whole go back,
this
go back,
is
go
the
back,
best
go
one.
back, go back, go back, go back,
Oh,
go back, go back, no, go back, go
boo.
back. That one is that one brown in the back.
Berry color one.
Can you
No,
spin
that-
it a
oh,
little
I
bit
feel bad
though?
I said anything negative.
Yeah,
about
no.
Yeah, it's like the Desert Storm colors.
Is that from 2001?
It has to be. I called that the UPS hat. I hate that fucking hat.
Super Bowl 39. If I can
that's
read
the Eagles. That was the Eagles.
I hate that hat. Terrible. There's
That's-
too much
that's
going
01.
on.
That's all one.
Are these
Yeah,
are
that's
these
the
in a humidor or anything? Rubber shoes? Are they
Nope,
temperature control?
That's
You got multiple
2007.
2007 hats? Why do you have multiple?
Well, because
Models.
when you go
Well-
to Dick's and they're on sale for $2 to like 3
Se-
weeks later, you're like, oh, I kind of like this one too.
51% of everything you just went through is from Models. I guarantee.
Wait a minute.
Keep saying he went to
Models?
Dick's. He would.
I was about to
Model-
add that.
Models
Like,
hasn't
I
been
have
around for 10 years around here.
Those
I was
hats are
about
from
to ask-
1938.
2018.
You just showed us a Jerry Chivas hat from the
We didn't have
Bruins. Go
any
ahead.
wins in the 19s.
Jerry
Like, there's no hats from the 19s. Give it a Celtics. But
No, I do not have the Bruins from 2011 because I was not a Bruins fan back then.
Pulled back like the veil a little bit for me though, because like I have a bunch of shirts and stuff from the Patriots, but my dad always buys them. So apparently he waits until they go on sale as well, and he always gives them to me for Christmas whenever they win. So that's probably what's happening. So thanks, Pops.
I also can't like rubber shoes. Every one of your hats had like 9 things going on. When it's like a
they do have
logo
a lot of
traffic
stuff
jam on
on
the
them.
hat, I
Yep.
can't. I want
Yeah, it's
nothing
not
on the
great.
visor, all the stuff up the visor, and there's a stripe across, and then there's a chin strap. There's too much going on. I want Scotty, you know, and rubber shoes. You've all seen the hats I wear. It's just like it's going to be like I have a Celtics hat. The only one that I have.
You would the ones that say because it just says 2004 finals with the Celtics logo. That's all it says. It's
Nope. My Celtics hat is Celtic green bill, gray top, the Celtics logo. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I like that the best.
Yep. I don't want anything else on the hat. There's no need to have anything else on the hat. Like that's everything. That's Bill Walton, God rest his soul. Like that's every great player that's ever played. That's the fact that we have all the banners, greatest team on the planet. There's no need to have.
I was
all the other
very
action.
disappointed that Fanatics does not have a number 5 Bill Walton Celtics jersey.
Oh, did you go looking? Of course you did.
Yep. All they
Well,
had
he's
was
dead
his
now, so he can do it because he's not going to get traded.
32. Yeah, I'm doing all Hall of Famers. So one of my stipulations for current players, once they win a championship for your team, you can wear it forever. So I am
The
holding
loopholes.
out
The
for my
loopholes in your
Jaylen Brown
closet.
jersey.
It's got to be. Is there a contract you guys work off of, or what? I don't know what is
Honestly.
happening at your house.
It's all in the brain. It's all right there. Although it is slipping.
Oh
getting a
no!
little close.
Oh no!
Held it in. I held it in.
And he went up there and tapped
all in
his
the brain.
skull like Rain Man. You know.
right. It's all
Yeah,
in the
they're
brain.
rattling it up back out.
247 matches. 247 matches.
Yeah.
Kmart is closed. Kmart is closed. What are we doing?
Oh my God!
There's 5 still left in the box.
Oh, my.
Speaking
That's
of that, so
hysterical.
Went to Mohegan Sun. Didn't score like Scotty's wife did this weekend, but I did go
What?
to Jordan's Steakhouse.
No. What was his name?
Wait,
Scotty?
what just happened?
Oh, the
Scotty,
money.
did
The
you-
money. The money.
That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Too.
All I heard was my wife
Scotty,
scored
did
this
you-
weekend. And
Did you
What?
get the Jordan's Crush drink when you were there?
my brother did.
Yeah.
What is
very
that?
Good, very
Yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
raspberry vodka,
It's too fruity for me.
cherry vodka.
You're
Pineapple
speaking my
juice and
language.
orange.
Yep. Oh, amen, sister.
Too
Yep.
fruity
yeah.
for me.
Yep.
I stuck with Hendrix and Tonic, man.
I want to.
How did you like the Connecticut Sun game, Rubber Shoes?
They were not playing. There was an AAU
Oh, that's too bad.
volleyball tournament going on.
Oh,
A lot of tall teenage girls walking around.
Did you jump in there? Did you jump in as an
Moving
extra?
on.
Oh, yeah.
jump in as an extra.
Can you see him?
Well, I've
No, but he did
He's
buy
still-
a jersey.
I got-
He
Yeah.
bought a, he
Well,
bought a jersey for
I
the
used to
AAU
play in
tournament.
volleyball tournaments.
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh my god. All right. We back to basketball. Can we get back to let's go back to
Something.
basketball.
We better be.
Oh, it's fine.
Gonna
It's
get in
fine.
trouble.
We're not going to get in trouble. We're fine.
By the way,
Um,
did
Go ahead,
anyone
Scotty.
actually know what cancer Walton had? I didn't realize.
No.
First of all, I didn't realize he had cancer, and second, I didn't
Yeah.
know like what. They didn't. He just said they died. He died of cancer. I haven't looked it up or anything like that. I just didn't know if
Yeah.
anyone knew off their head.
I haven't heard
That-
anybody. I haven't heard a
Oh.
story where it's been specified what it was. And
I mean, the
either.
man did a lot of drugs. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yes.
He did more shrooms than the hobbits. But no,
Second Hobbit
not
mention of
saying
the
anything
show.
about my
Yeah.
not saying anything about my
Yeah.
dad. I'm just saying. You know?
oh my god.
But,
Oh my god.
But yeah, it was crazy that it happened. Where I was actually playing golf with Nate Dodge, Stevie, and my buddy Eric.
Where'd
Which
you
there's
play?
also a story. We played Rochester.
Nice.
On Monday. Yeah, and there's a story
He had
behind that.
prostate
and
cancer, by the way.
It was prostate
okay.
cancer. Oh,
Okay.
Prostate.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
that's crazy. check for
71.
that.
You don't usually hear people die from that one.
That's
Yeah.
true. Anyway,
not-
Scotty, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No. That's good. That's good. But no, I was say I have a story. I think we've tried this before, but I was gonna share my screen real quick. I hit Nate Dodge with a golf ball.
Oh,
And would love to try to. I don't know if this is. I mean, we tried this before.
Yeah.
And it
you just gotta,
worked.
you just got to add up your additional screen and I'll make it me. Hang on.
All right. So I'm sharing
ahead.
this tab.
Go ahead.
Ooh,
Zoom
we got
in.
it now, right?
Zoom in. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
oh my
Dude.
God.
Dude.
Holy crap.
Dude.
Are you serious with this?
Dude.
That happened to a friend of mine. Oh my god.
Oh
So
my God.
I accidentally I shanked it, and he was standing to like my right, and he actually, I mean, I am 99.1% responsible. The other 0.9% is him jumping more into the way of the golf ball than he was trying to get out of the way, and I heard it hit his leg, just
Oh my
smack. And I was like, "Oh my
God.
god!" I felt
Did
so
it
bad.
sound
I
like-
felt really freaking bad.
When it
But,
hit,
yeah.
did it sound like meat or bone?
Bone.
Mm.
Okay.
It was like a crack.
Yeah,
I was like,
oh,
"Oh my
that's
god!" So,
that's the shin. Yep.
yeah.
That's
So that was a good
That's a
time.
bad
That
ball,
was,
Scotty.
Yeah, that was good. Also, real quick, since he's here, Big Nate had his adaptive track today, and he
Love
won
it.
medal
Nice.
3 times.
love it.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Nice.
He did
Let's
an awesome
go.
job. He did an awesome job. But
Love it.
I'm-
If you don't
Good
mind
work.
me doing a shout out,
Go ahead.
Oh.
my niece Casey Corey is in high school and on the track team. Her team won the Division 6 Mass State Championship for the
Whoa.
4x800.
That's pretty awesome.
That's
I didn't
awesome.
even know she was an athlete, and all of a
She
sudden,
get her speed from you.
yeah,
I mean,
definitely
you were
me,
back from the
not my
closet.
brother,
That was like,
not my brother.
time.
That's for sure.
yes. Doesn't have Danny's wheels. That didn't
No.
get Danny's wheels. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, but I felt really bad. But yeah, it was wild to hear about Walton. I was always a Walton fan. I always, like, obviously, growing up, I started to really watch more and more Celtics in the later 80s, like, 89 and stuff, as I was
When
like 9,
Rubber
10
Shoes
years
was
old.
a Lakers fan. Yeah, go ahead.
And so
See,
I would watch a lot of watch a lot of the 86 and stuff like that. But he was not only was, and obviously everyone here grew up listening to him in broadcasts.
Oh yeah.
And someone had
1,000.
mentioned,
Yep.
someone was like, I think someone actually on Boston radio was like, he was a better, or someone's like debated like he was a better broadcaster than a basketball player. I mean, I thought he was great.
Did anyone watch? I know Adam didn't because he doesn't have NBC Sports Boston. Does anyone else have NBC Sports Boston?
Mhm.
And saw the preview with Scal the other night, and they show a clip with him and Bill Walton. Scal literally said, "Hey Bill, how you doing?" And 20 minutes later, like Walton just went off, and Scal was like trying to butt in a couple of times. It's like, oh, that's classic Bill Walton right there.
Mhm.
It was so
If you
good. He was so good.
if you ever have a
So
chance, go
fun.
on YouTube and look up when he was on the Bird and Tarasi show. Did you guys see that? It was
Nope.
hysterical. They did like a Manning cast type thing for the
Yeah.
women's Final Four, and
Yep.
they had Bill Walton on it. It was hysterical. It's totally worth. It's like a 10-minute thing, 10-minute segment, but it's so funny. You got
Oh,
to
it's
go check it out.
short.
One of the best stories that I remember is when they were talking about, was it during the 86 run? And he took the entire team to a Dead show.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
And
Yep,
just like
yep.
Danny Ainge is there in his pleated khakis
Oh,
with his
Ainge
shirt
didn't
tucked
go.
in.
Ainge couldn't go.
Ainge-
Ainge wouldn't go. His
Yeah.
wife wouldn't let him.
Because he's a Mormon.
Mormon, right?
That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. But the other guys were talking, like Bird was just like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Walton's dropping acid
any of you-
nude on the stage. So good.
Any of you guys catch the Rick Carlisle's story about him?
Yeah, it was a great story.
His
Great
wife,
story.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like, Bill Walton says, "Yeah, just go to the back door, talk to John, what's his name, and tell him you're Rick Carlisle from the Boston Celtics, and you'll be taken care of."
That's
And the
amazing.
tickets had Walton's name and his wife's name. So basically,
that's
Bill gave
hysterical.
him like his tickets. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Yeah.
Do you
him and
think
Jerry
they'll do
Garcia,
something?
I was thinking like that. Yeah, they're having a really good time right now, man.
Do you think they'll do something on their uniforms for the finals for him, or do they wait till next year, or do they do anything? I mean, I know he's not. I know it's not like Larry's going to be a different story, and certain other players. But like, do you think they'll do anything to honor Walton?
Yes,
No, I don't
let's
think-
go.
No.
No, but I think they might do something at the beginning of the game on
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
a
mean,
moment of
he's-
silence
sure.
or something. But
What
Yeah.
was he with? I mean, he did win a championship with them, but he was only 3 seasons with them, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it was 3.
2.5, something like that. Yeah, he
Okay.
wasn't.
Yeah,
yeah.
he was hurt a
He
lot.
only played. The thing is too, and he even said this too, is that he only played 2 full seasons in the
crazy.
NBA. Obviously, and the funny thing is, he won titles in both. With Portland, one was
Yeah.
Portland, and then the
Yeah.
other one was 86 with the Celtics.
It's a big
No,
what
but
if.
that-
Like, what if he
so-
never
so
got
what-
hurt? I mean,
Yeah, to
holy
me,
shit.
like the favorite.
They were playing the 30-30 on ESPN of him, and I caught. I don't know if it was 3 or 4 episodes, but I caught part of 2 and part of 3. And one year with the Blazers, he had a fractured foot, but they didn't diagnose it. They juiced him up, and then his foot like just split in half during the
Shattered.
game. Yeah.
It's like Nate Shin. was that Dodge or Chernick? I thought it was Nate Dodge,
Dodge.
right? Yeah, it was Dodge. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's good.
He's fine.
Jesus.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Did he play on?
Oh yeah, he finished. That was on hole
Oh, good for him.
8. That was on hole 8.
Well, whole lady was
Wow.
probably how many shots was he deep at that point? I don't mean on the scorecard.
No shots, just a few.
Oh.
He's a Miller Lite guy, so he was just a few
Oh
Miller
dear
Lights. Yeah.
Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Heavens to Barbara.
Yeah, you can
All
take
right.
the guy out of the
Light.
South, but you can't take the South out of the guy, I guess. I don't know.
Wow. That's fascinating. All right.
The best Walton story to me, though, was, I don't know if you've ever heard it, the Red Auerbach one. Have you guys ever heard that one?
No.
So when he was coming to Boston for the first time to, like, basically join the team. He had to pass a physical, right? Like every player has to. And apparently, the way that Walton tells it, all these doctors were in a room and they're looking at all these films and they don't know how they're going to tell Red what they're going to tell him. They don't know because they don't. Is he broken? Is he going to be able to play? And bust through the door comes Red, just smoking his big cigar, and sits there and says, "Get out of my way. I don't want to hear any of that." He walks over to me and he looks at me and he just looks me in the eye and says, "Bill, can you play?" And Bill looks up at him with tears in his eyes and says, "Yeah, Red, I think I can." And I tell you, Bill, if Red didn't take a puff of that cigar and let it out, that the smoke was green. And he turned to the doctors and said, "He's fine. Let's get this done and go play." And he walked out the door. I don't know if you've ever seen it. You gotta look it up. It's the most magical.
Is that YouTube
Walton
searchable?
story.
Yeah. That's on the YouTube.
I'm sure it is.
Would that be on the YouTube? Okay.
It's on many places, but
Okay.
I want to say the first time I saw it was like NBC Sports Boston, the documentary 86 Celtics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Was like the narrator and stuff. But there's so many great stories there. But Walton, that's the thing. Walton was like the best storyteller. He would tell stories.
Oh, yeah.
Just become like enamored. And then they drone on. And you'd be like, "Okay, Bill, go ahead."
Yeah. Skip a bit,
I watched that
Yeah.
85-86 Celtics. They were a pretty good team.
Oh my
They're one of the greatest teams of all time.
I
What the fuck?
I know, and I will admit that they are one of, if not the best team of all time.
I honestly
Even
rank
though-
them.
even though I hated them.
The therapy's working.
Like the Chicago team, like back, I don't like it's. They're right there, man. They're like they were loaded, absolutely loaded. And the worst thing is they didn't get a chance to play Billy's Lakers.
Their bench was way better than the
Billy's Lakers.
Bulls benches. I'll always say that they had the best, if not the best teams of all time. Definitely. Even I don't think the Bulls, their 6 championships, they had really good teams, but I don't think they were as deep as. I mean, you have Bill Walton coming off the bench.
Oh no, they were stacked.
That's true. Yeah, they were stacked.
They were stacked. They were absolutely loaded. They were absolutely loaded. That 96 Bulls team, the 72-10 team was really good though.
They were pretty good. They were pretty good.
They were really, really good.
They were a pretty good team.
So does anybody
have you guys seen the new Jordan commercial, the Gatorade commercial that Jordan narrates?
Hey, any of you guys ever see that?
Oh, it's amazing.
The thing on ESPN called The
Tatum's
Dance?
in it too. The Last
Tim?
Dance? Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's so mad.
No, I was busy watching old Lakers film. Like, really?
I tell you, still, if you haven't watched that series Showtime on HBO,
Winning Time,
which is
Winning Time,
it's great two seasons of it.
2 seasons
the
now.
Second,
you know
the second season is the 85-86 season.
Oh, okay.
The second season of that. So they show the Lakers Showtime, but it ends with the Celtics winning it.
Oh, I love that.
But
Spoiler alert.
Were you pissed when they won it? Were you pissed, Rubber Shoes?
84 season. Because didn't they show them playing the Celtics in the championship in 84? And the Celtics won in 7.
It was 84-85? I thought it was
83-84. The Celtics won in so Bird Bird led them in
84
81,
and 86, but they didn't play in 86. But they beat the Rockets in 86, not the Lakers.
They beat the Rockets in 81 and 84. Or 86, excuse me. Yeah.
The other one that looks good that's coming on to, is it Paramount, I think? Paramount Plus?
The Clippers one?
The Clip one? That looks good. Ed O'Neill looks like he's going to be good in that.
Ed O'Neill
that should be interesting.
Yes.
I
love that.
Yep.
Love that.
Well,
who's going to play Doc Rivers, though? Honestly, Doc Rivers. Nobody can nail that Doc Rivers voice. Who is
Fishburne.
it?
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical as to whether he can pull the voice off.
Yeah. Well, the only scene that I really see him talking is when Ed O'Neill, as the owner of the Clippers, yells, "I'm your owner." And in the context of what was going on, he's like, "You're not my owner." Yeah, I'm like, "Oh God, that's gonna be some must-see TV. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting." Scotty, do you think
that on Netflix?
No, Paramount.
No.
FX.
I think it's Paramount.
Yeah,
Is
still
it
won't
FX?
watch it.
It's FX, yeah.
Oh, it is.
FX.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Scotty, you guys, do you think Minnesota does climb out of this, or no? Are we done in game? We done in game
I
6
No.
I think it will go at least 6
or game 5? Okay, 6.
I agree with Billy. I'd say it ends in 6. I don't think Minnesota is able to do that. I mean, honestly, the only thing that I could see happening is if Luka's knee really starts to bother him, and he's not able to go for a couple of games, then yeah, I could see them coming back and winning. But otherwise, no, I think
He seems okay though. I mean, the last few games he didn't seem troubled by it.
it's one of those things where he becomes very emphatic about it when he gets to like the sideline, right? Or if there's something, I don't know, he seems to be almost not, necessarily bothered. He's not running with a limp or anything. It's a weird injury or whatever it is that he's got going on. So I don't know. It is very
excuse.
Maybe
Misses a couple of threes. I think he uses it as an excuse. He's going to be the best villain. If we end up playing them, he's going to be the best villain of all time. Like I can't stand watching him play already, and he's not playing the Celtics. I mean, I know he's a great player. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I can't stand how he argues with the refs. I can't stand how he complains about every little thing that's ever happened on the basketball court. It's going to be so much fun.
He's the West Coast JT.
Oh, stop it. Rubber shoes.
No, JT's
that
not
might be
nearly
color
as
bars
bad
worthy.
as
That might be
Luka.
color bars worthy.
Color bars.
Might have to end the show.
No,
Jeez.
I mean, Luka,
There is
Luka
no way.
last
The
night, Luka
biggest
last night,
villain is going to be Kyrie.
he will be just because of the history, but he's
From the beginning, but at
be-
the end of the series, you're going to hate Luka. I guarantee you.
Luka's going to be up there. I agree with Adam. But, I mean, Luka literally jumped on top of Gobert last night and then turned around at the ref being like, what did I do?
Right.
I don't know what I did.
So
Like, what do you mean?
annoying.
How could you argue that foul? Like, what do you
Right.
do?
Well, that was the same when Kat had that up fake and then like elbowed the guy in the face because he was flying at him and he turns to the refs and he's like, what? I'm like, dude, you literally just clocked him in the face with your elbow. Like, it may not be a flagrant, although it probably should have been, but like, it's a foul. I mean, let's enough with this.
How did they not review that Jackson on Pritchard foul when he kicked him in the face?
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
that was
really-
crazy.
One, they didn't review it. And two, people were so upset about the Jaylen Brown to
TJ
TJ.
McConnell.
Yeah, when he hit him in the face. And I'm thinking it's tit for tat, man. Like, first of all, you
Yeah.
just stepped on our guy's face. Like, you just absolutely, I mean, in the air, you just like,
Yeah,
you
he
ninja turtle
literally
karate kicked him in the face.
kicked him in the face.
Yeah, and then next thing, and then like, yeah, I mean, Brown at least looked like he was going for the ball. What is Jackson's
Right.
excuse? I'm like, come on, man. Like, it was. I don't want to hear Pacers fans crying. I've seen so many of them being like, "Oh, look at all the Celtics got so many." No,
Yeah,
come on.
Go away.
Isaiah Jackson is a punk.
Yes,
But the fans take the personality of their coach, and the coach always bitches. Rick Carlisle is the first one at the podium to say, "We didn't get any calls. We're turning this into the league." Shut up. Go away. I'm glad
You have to say that. You have to say it with an Ace Ventura voice, though.
What?
When
What you
you
said.
speak like Rick Carlisle, because he looks.
Oh,
just
you think
like
he has
Jim,
an Ace
Jim
Ventura?
Carrey.
Oh, because he looks like Ace Ventura?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pick that up.
No. Am I the only one that thinks he looks exactly like Jim Carrey? You got to do a side by side.
I'm trying to see his face again. I guess.
Yeah,
'cause
am I losing my mind?
Jim Carrey has hair, doesn't he?
No, I can see it. I guess the first picture that came up does kind of look like. I can see the Jim Carrey-ish.
I don't see
know.
it, man. I don't see it.
It's
don't see
a
it.
bit of a stretch, but it's I mean, I can see where you're going.
Let me see Jim Carrey here. It's been a while since I've looked up Jim Carrey.
I don't know. You have to Google it.
I mean,
of
Jim
our
Carrey has
viewers
a
Google it
full
at the
head of
same
hair.
If you put
Oh my God.
both their names in together, there are pictures that come up with them both on the same picture.
Oh my God.
Did you say put all three of their names together? Or did you say...
No, put both of their names in, and they cut a picture of both of them comes up.
I believe you.
I mean, I guess I can see it, but I don't know. It wasn't the first thing that popped into my head.
Did you see Drake May inked his contract? Got like $23 million guaranteed, and you had like
Wow.
Kraft and
Interesting.
Mayo behind him, big smiles and everything. Like,
The
okay.
future is here.
I have to figure out how to get my Jones jersey switched over to May on the back.
What's
They should give you
My
name
God.
plates that go on the back that go right over.
When do they start? When do they start?
What is the
like,
percentage of like how many people do you think didn't already get rid of their jersey? And they're gonna.
It's gotta be a high percentage of people. I mean, a low percentage of people that didn't get rid of it already.
Get rid of the
I mean,
Mac Jones jersey?
mid-season last year.
Yeah.
I would think a lot of people got rid of it.
Oh, I still have both of mine.
Both.
I still have
No
my
kidding.
Both.
Mac Jones jersey.
Both.
Yeah. Do you have
So
home
I
and
Do you
away?
have
to
a Mac
figure
Jones
out-
jersey?
Trying to figure out how to get the nameplate covered up and
Just-
switch
you gotta-
it
I'm
to
telling you-
May.
Don't you? You don't have an Amex? You should get an Amex and buy your jerseys with an Amex. Have you seen this thing where they'll replace the jersey if the player gets traded?
Yeah, but that's in like it has to be like the next year that you after you bought the jersey. So I've had it since he was a rookie, so it wasn't the next year.
Oh, it's only if he gets traded a year after you buy the jersey.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
was
Or
at
less than
Modell's
a
on
year
draft
after?
night. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, got it. All right.
There's no
Well, that's not
freaking Models.
There's one location and you know where it is. Yeah. Secret knock.
It's not there anymore.
It's not.
It closed.
You
It
knew
closed
where it was?
like it closed like at least 6 years ago.
Where was the last one? Do you have like a votive candle out front? Like where is it? What's
It's
happening?
over at remember where the Toys R Us was? Up by the Pheasant Lane Mall.
Sort of. Okay.
So there was one in the plaza in there where Trader Joe's and Guitar Center is,
Oh my God.
and it's not there. It hasn't been there in at least 6 years.
The Pheasant Lane Mall still standing?
Sure.
Yep, that's where Dick's
Oh,
Sporting
wow.
Good is, where I get all my jerseys now,
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
and lids. I go to
Wow.
lids also.
Of course. Of course.
different world down there.
All right, so we're doing predictions on the next series next Tuesday, which will still be 48 hours away from the tip, which is fine. That sounded personal. So we will have Corey back in for that one, I believe. Who's good for next Tuesday, gentlemen? Are we good for next Tuesday?
I might be able to swing it. I'll have to be a game time.
Rubber shoes, are you at the fire station?
Nope, I'm good. I have a hockey game that night at 8, but I'll be good.
We will wrap in time. All right, so we'll be back
We'll
at
put,
it
we'll
next
put the
Tuesday.
Calendly link in the show notes.
Yes, in the show. Oh my God. For Scotty and Adam and Rubber Shoes, and for Corey, who's picking up, he has to bring these shoes. The fact that he is having Jordans branded to his company, I don't.
Insane.
They must be paying for those.
They got it.
I bet.
I-
Yeah.
better be.
I got to find out how much he's paying for these things.
I
thought he was just joking when he said custom J's.
Oh no, he found that crew online. It's,
Rubber shoes. You gotta get him to do a pair for the Lowell Fire Department.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money.
Hey, really? Sell a hat, Jerry. What are we doing?
I
Those are
paid
only
my
$2
in-laws'
hats, man.
mortgage.
Oh my God. Honest to God. All right. We'll be back at it next Tuesday. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We'd love for you to subscribe and share and comment.
And those
Rubber
gotta
Shoes
be
will
a
back on in
grand
the morning.
each.
They're not a grand. He gave me the price.
Really?
You'll be surprised. He's in the threes, he told me.
Oh wow!
Yes.
He's in the
I still
threes.
can't-
Look at
still
Rubber
can't
shoes.
justify that.
I'll
Look
tell
at
you
his
the
wheels
ones-
turning.
The ones that, yeah, and he's like, that could be if I got rid
could
of
do
the Red
that.
Sox hat from 68. And
I sold
yeah,
half of
Sell
my
that on
sneakers,
eBay.
baby.
honest to
Actually, I
God,
could sell my Kobe's for like 500
you can't do
and
that
then
now.
get those.
You don't get rid of the Kobe's.
Come on.
I wouldn't do that.
Get custom.
There's a few
J's.
bobbleheads back there. That's got to be worth a couple $100.
Unfortunately, no. I think my
God.
my most expensive bobblehead is like $60.
What were you saying,
But
Tim?
I
Time to
I
go.
don't know.
But
I don't know. I feel I don't know if I just got Men in Black or I had a stroke or both. Yeah. I don't know which one's easier. Baby Jesus just cleared my cash. What day is today? Holy shit. Anyway,
Wow.
yeah, for
Wow.
Joe and Leslie at AAA Work Trucks, who employed this gentleman, man who wears many hats, we'll be back at it. Corey will join us. We'll give you our predictions for the finals. We'll see who we get. I think most fans are hoping for the Death Star to land. We want Dallas. We want Kyrie. That will make it action-packed. And we want duck boats, and we want Mike Gorman, for sure, to get a ring on his way out. It will be good stuff. We'll see you back at it next week. ATBshow.com. Rubber Shoes will be back at it in the morning with the wrap-up, and we will see you next Tuesday. Enjoy your week. Take care.